Electricity lights the city. The city comes alive with energy. But the cost of energy, and in particular electricity, keeps climbing. And the need to conserve energy has never been greater. Legend Power is a Vancouver-based energy conservation company. Legend Power has developed a patented device that achieves remarkable reductions in electrical consumption through voltage optimization. It is called the Legend Power Harmonizer with an automatic voltage regulator, or AVR. The strategy is conservation voltage regulation, primarily to save energy for the most inefficient part of the electrical power grid. The electrical power lines from substations deliver much more electricity than necessary to account for line resistance losses, so users farther down the line will have enough electricity to handle the load. The Legend Power Harmonizer-AVR automatically adjusts the level of voltage optimization in harmony with load fluctuations to significantly reduce consumption. The savings are spectacular.
It absolutely works.
The Harmonizer-AVR is eligible for incentive funding under BC Hydro's Power Smart Partner Program and is used at BC Hydro's Vancouver, Burnaby, and Nanaimo offices to reduce power consumption.
I was introduced to Legend Power, the voltage harmonizer, and we tested it in 3 of our facilities, and we achieved savings of about 800,000 kilowatt hours per year. And that's enough power to basically power about 80 homes in BC just on 3 of our facilities. So the savings are huge, and if you think about it, if this system works in a low-cost jurisdiction like British Columbia, the potential for savings globally are very significant.
These readings from meters at Legend Power's laboratory show what happens when the harmonizer is added to an electrical system. The readings on the left are taken when the harmonizer isn't operating. The readings on the right show the impact of the harmonizer operating at 6% voltage optimization. The red numbers show the facility has reduced its energy consumption by 8.9%. The blue numbers show the utility has reduced the amount of energy it's producing and supplying to the facility by 9.3%. The main Vancouver branch of Canada Post saves 8% on annual electricity consumption. That also eliminates 468 tons of greenhouse gases. The IKEA store in the Vancouver suburb of Richmond has been a much more efficient user of electrical power since the installation of the harmonizer in 2002. The annual savings in electricity costs are more than 8%, and that means the elimination of 138 tons of greenhouse gas emissions.
IKEA is working actively to reduce its impact on the environment, and one key component to that is reducing electricity costs. Our partnership with Legend Power has enabled us to save power consumption at our Richmond store location in British Columbia. Over the past year, we've been able to, because of this initiative, save 10% in power usage and $15,000. That's over the past year. So at IKEA, we help to save money and the environment.
If we can save, on average, where applicable, 8%, then we're talking about savings that will have impact that will reduce demand, provide a greener environment, reduce waste management. All of those make for a greener environment for the future.
Vancouver Science World wants to save energy and prevent greenhouse gas emissions, but Science World also wants to save light bulbs. Specifically, the hundreds of light bulbs that require a contractor to rappel down the face of the famous golf ball exterior to change. Using Legend Power's technology, Science World is now replacing those light bulbs every 2 years instead of annually.
Being in the science and technology business, we have a responsibility for conserving energy and to exploring what's newest and best. The fact that BC Hydro endorsed the harmonizer was interesting to us, and we're just thrilled looking back now that we jumped on board at that time. There have been significant savings in excess of 8% in our energy consumption. The life of various of our electronic appliances, light bulbs, seems to be longer, and more importantly, we feel we're contributing to energy conservation here in British Columbia.
As the power grid is fluctuating and voltage levels are changing, we know that facility with Legend Power's technology is always operating at the optimal operating voltage.
Energy prices are going up. The Legend Power Harmonizer-AVR provides major electricity consumers with a buffer against soaring costs while going green to eliminate greenhouse gas emissions.